From the big picture on your national weather to what's happening in your neck of the woods.
The local experience of the Storm Alert team means accurate forecast for where you live.
So you're always prepared for whatever comes your way.
That's every morning here on Local 3 News Today.
Let me guess. Can't sleep again? It's hard to get a good night's rest when financial nightmares take control of your life. I have the answer, and it's simple. Let me do the worrying for you. I'm attorney Aaron Epstein, and I want you to know that filing for bankruptcy doesn't have to be a nightmare. Let me take it from here. Sound like a plan? Pick up the phone right now and call me for a free consultation. And then, most importantly, get some sleep.
Through, horse wrecks and working hard my whole life, just had a lot of pain. Well, what I got is bone and nerve damage, and these shots have actually helped me. I drove to Crossville yesterday, and I haven't been able to do that for a very long time. Pills are not always the answer. There's other answers out there, but I would suggest anybody to come here. Let's talk to them.
Make new memories each time you visit and find your joy at the Tennessee Aquarium.
When it comes to your health, local matters, so join me for Eye on Health Reports. Local experts sharing the latest information to help you protect your family and make healthy choices. Every Thursday at 5 p.m. only on Local 3 News.
Good morning. So nice to have you join us today for 3+U. If you are a parent or a grandparent watching this morning and you have school-age children, the one question for you is, are you ready? Are you ready for those school bells to ring? Are you ready for Sunday? Let me tell you what Sunday is, because our first guest this morning, hope to see you. We're so thrilled to have Melisha Carter, Brittany McAdoo. They are both with the city of Chattanooga. Melisha is with Chattanooga Parks and Outdoors. Mm-hmm. Brittany, you were with the Early Childhood
Department of Early Learning.
That's the one.
Yes.
I need to go back to school. But Sunday, y'all are gearing up for a very fun event. What are you doing?
Yes, your not so basic back to school bash.
Where you are doing everything from haircuts to
braid styles
to backpack giveaways, to all of
supplies,
it.
all the things.
So is this really the first time you've ever done anything like this, or the first time your two departments have teamed up?
So it's not the first time we've teamed up, but it is the first time that we've teamed up to do this back to school bash and to make it as large as possible to present this to our city. So I did one in 2023, and I wanted to pull another department in, and my good friend Brittany here was all for it. So we combined our budgets and made it happen.
So, okay, Brittany, with your education background, does that mean that you know exactly what to be putting in those backpacks that you're giving away?
Yes. So when we were doing this together and going through the thought process, there's plenty of back to school bashes out there, but I specifically manage Chattanooga Basics, which is 5 basic things to get kids ready for kindergarten. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh my goodness, let's make sure that we're putting info out there that parents know, that are first time parents, getting them ready for kindergarten and pre-K, and advancing them all the way up. So we're excited. We've looked at a couple of these school supply list, and let's just say we have some awesome things out there to include in the backpack, so we're excited.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, not to make people not want to come out to see you on Sunday, but what are the 5 basic things that kindergartners should have?
All right, so there is maximize love and manage stress, count, there is count, group, and compare, there is read, there is talk, and there is play. So there's different groups of things, managing all together, things that not only parents and caregivers can do, but also friends, teachers, coaches, and you can find more of that information at ChattanoogaBasics.org.
That kindergarten year is such a significant one, because I've never quite understood the logic that one day your children are just little children playing, and the next day they're all of a sudden at the school. where they feel anyway like they're expected to always behave and arms at your side. That doesn't happen easily.
No.
So is the fun of, and part of the impetus of the bash to let kids see that learning is fun?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why we have so many good activities. The pop-up library will be there. So we'll have Poppy, which is their van. We'll have the Dolly Parton Carter bus that will be there. So kids can get books, go on the bus, read, go do some arts and crafts, learn about different things that go with the basics as well. So we have activities lined up for them.
And we have a train ride. We're most excited about that.
Yes.
So we have teamed up, and we're excited that there will be a train ride where families, so grandparents can get on, aunts and uncles, parents, kids of all ages. We're excited to get on there, and it will go around Miller Park. So that's one of the things we're excited, just to make it not basic, you know, something different and exciting, but also to end out the summer for kids too.
I love that you're doing the hairstyles and the haircuts. I wonder how many best friends are going to show up with the same look.
Oh, that's
on the
cute.
first day of school.
Day.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have fun comparing and saying, "Ooh, I want that one."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Switch out.
You're also making this kind of a give back too, because blood assurance is going to be there. I just heard on my way in this morning they're really in need of blood.
Yes, so they reached out a while back, and we've been coordinating and how to get them back into the community and get the knowledge, because I didn't know that it is fundamental for smaller kids as well as more teens to know the backstory about giving blood and the health that can come with it, you know, the good health that come with it, and to be able to give that blood back and to see, you know, your community build up all the way around. So it's a lot to go on. So
I think it's also interesting that you were talking kind of the generational village of educating a child. If you're a working parent, you can't always be there in the pickup line to get your kids, or you're not always there when they get home from school. So you really rely on that extended family. And I guess it's important for everybody to know what's best for the child, and that way there's continuity in their development.
It takes a village.
It does take a village. So no matter who your closest person is in your life, bring them out. The kids should bring their aunts or their uncles or their grandparents or mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoever.
Are you doing any kind of games? I know you mentioned all the stuff you have. Felicia's like, are you crazy?
Yes. So we'll have line dancing as well. We'll have some basketball goals out there. So, you know, that tailors more to the teen boys a little bit. We'll have just yard games like cornhole. We'll have music. So we'll have a DJ throughout the whole thing. And the train ride will be to go on throughout the whole event. So
this is kindergarten through 12th grade is kind of who you're focusing on?
We're inviting all ages, but our primary focus is pre-K to second grade.
Okay.
Is to make sure they have all the necessities that they need, and then it stresses the basics.
Anything you need? I know it's coming up on Sunday, but are you looking for any donations of any kind?
Whatever people want to donate.
Whatever people want to donate that is driven by school, anything like that, we are taking donations. So thanks for asking. That's great.
And I guess I'll throw this out there too, because it is still crazy hot when they head back to school. So parents, make sure you have lots of hydration, waters, and things for your kids.
Yes.
Yep. Water bottles, all the things.
Okay.
And we'll have food trucks there too. So bring water, but definitely stop by the food trucks. We have some awesome vendors that will be there, and Suevo will be there performing. So we're excited about that part
If
too.
you've not heard Suevo, that might be reason enough to go.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, he's going to grace the stage.
Thank y'all so much for coming.
Thank you for having
so
us.
Miller Park is the place to be this Sunday from 2 to 6. Chattanooga.gov to learn more. It's going to be the best school year ever.
Yay, we're excited.
As my go-to guy, can you fix my smartphone?
Yes.
Do you have car batteries?
Yeah.
What about golf cart batteries?
Of course.
Battery for my G-Fob?
Absolutely.
My boat?
Huge variety.
Toy boat?
Sure.
Motorcycles?
You bet.
My apartment building?
Whole building.
Do you have batteries for my party lights?
Yeah.
Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Everyone knows kids are messy, especially in the summertime. Back to school. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
We're the insiders, and winning car at cases is what we do.
Check out these big wins.
I injured my neck, and they got me $115,000. How about you?
I had a bad leg injury, and they got me $240,000. How about you?
I had multiple broken bones and serious injuries. The Insiders got me $8 million.
I'm Brent.
And I'm Jay. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us. It's just that easy.
Call 265-1100.
Ever since Emmy got a new mattress from Denver Mattress, her math scores are through the roof. And Billy, nothing but the best sleep thanks to Denver Mattress. And now he's undefeated, 228-0. And during the back-to-school sale, setting up your star student for success is simple. Buy any Denver Mattress brand mattress and get a second half off. Or get 60 months no interest and free shipping. Add superior sleep to your student supply list during the back-to-school sale only at Denver Mattress.
You got batteries for my side-by-side?
Yes.
Replace my flashlight?
Sure thing. What about my business?
Oh, good one.
100%. Batteries for my fleet of trucks?
Gas floor scrubbers?
Yes, and fire panels.
We have pallets of batteries.
Well, what about...
As your go-to guy, if it needs a battery, we have it.
Well, that's all you had to say.
Could have led with that. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Join me for Eye on Health every Thursday at 5 p.m.
Accuracy is at the heart of the Local 3 Storm Alert team because we know how important it is to you. And now we're putting our money where our forecast is. Every time we're within 3 degrees of the high temperature, we put $10 in the jackpot. It's our 3-degree guarantee. Nailed it. Then at the end of the month, a Local 3 viewer will win the jackpot. To enter, go to local3news.com.
Win money for yourself and a matching donation for your favorite charity. 3-degree guarantee.
As we all know, those school bells are about to ring. Kids all across the Tennessee Valley and into North Georgia are going to be heading back to school. This is Todd Looper. He is a board member with Family Frameworks down in Dalton, and they're looking to make this school year especially beneficial for teenagers in the Dalton area, especially ninth graders. That's kind of your heart.
That's right. That's our target for now. We'd love to expand that, but ninth graders is where we are.
Here's the thing I'm learning about you. One, he's a big Dogs fan, so I'll go ahead and say it. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
We're both Georgia grads.
Go Dogs.
Right? Both
Absolutely.
Georgia grads.
1994.
92. Okay. The other thing is that he is a big believer that the Dalton community and Extended can come together to really help these kids who might be going through kind of a hard time. Just know that they've got support behind them, but you are looking for volunteers.
We are. So really what Family Frameworks is our mission is to help ninth graders and youth make smart decisions and build healthy relationships, because we all know, if you've been around teenagers, their world revolves around their phone and social media and what other people, especially their peers, think about them. When we know we were teenagers too. Sure. It was a different time. We went to college, it's a different time, and the pressures were different then. But today there's a huge, huge uptick in cyberbullying, for example. You know, it's kind of a bad word, but things like sexting, these are real things.
Oh, they are definitely real things.
I think adults don't understand how prevalent it is. And part of what we do, I can get into how, but part of what we do is help them understand that the decisions they make have meaning.
Do you work with the parents too, or specifically?
We do not. Kathy Schleier started Family Frameworks about 25 years ago, and she partnered with high schools. And so what we're able to do is, in North Georgia, we have 8 partner high schools, and we teach as part of their health curriculum. So the kids have to see us.
Okay.
As long as we have that partnership, they're going to see us. And right now it's 8 high schools. And so it may be, I'm going to get this probably wrong, and all these schools change to block scheduling and different things. But we're going to be in there 6 or 7 times in the spring, 6 or 7 times in the fall.
And you're looking for volunteers.
The biggest thing we need right now with school starting are facilitators or volunteers. And the facilitators are who actually go in and teach those classes.
But you teach the volunteers what to teach?
There's nothing they have to learn. What we'll do is have a training class. We have generally 2 training classes a year, one for the fall, one for the spring. And we use PowerPoint, you know, so basically they can just follow the PowerPoint. But the training is pretty extensive, and they'll be comfortable. As long as you're comfortable in front of kids, you can do this.
So, okay, you go into a high school, you'll start, I guess, in August or September?
Well, each school is different, but the answer is yes. Sometime in August, we'll be teaching.
Okay, so in you go, and for one class period a month, you are the health class. Your presentation is
It might be different from some schools. We might come in there for a 6-week period or a 7-week period. It just depends on their schedule, but it's going to be back to back to back to back to back, and then it'll calm down. Just depends on the school.
Is it generally phone and social media focused?
Well, I would say that's a big part of it, but there's a lot of, there's 6 different modules that we teach. The Dibble Institute is who we use out of California, and they have a very specific methodology that reaches teens. So it'll be anything you might think of, from vaping to social media to sexting to bullying to cyberbullying. I know I'm going to miss something, but it's anything you can think of. And I know you talk to a lot of different people, Julie, so you know what some of these kids are up against, that some of us who are over 50 have no clue what's going on.
Well, I'm also a parent.
There you go.
My younger daughter just graduated from high school 2 or 3 years ago. And my girls are 6 years apart. And it was amazing, the difference in Emily's experiences and Meg's experiences. So I can't imagine what now parents of kids today. I mean, I guess my parenting style is that your kids are still kids, and they haven't been 15 yet or 16 yet. And I always was a believer that if my girls couldn't come to me, if I freaked out, they weren't going to come to me anymore, and that they were going to just learn and experience things like everybody else. But it is scary as a parent, because you don't have the access to parents that you do when your kids are in elementary school.
True.
And it's hard when these things occur. So do you ever present it to the kids too, of your parents love you, please don't do this to them?
I will say this, we don't, that's not necessarily part of the curriculum. However, each facilitator brings their own style. We have former teachers, we have youth pastors, we have just general people like me or you who just have experience with having kids and teens, and we just care about them. So each person might have a style that says, you are loved. You can talk to me, maybe after class. I'm happy to help or direct you somewhere.
Right.
That's not necessarily the teachings of the class or the modules, but I promise you that some of the facilitators really dig in deep, and they can tell when someone out in the classroom may have a little more need and might grab them after. And some kids come up to the facilitator and say, I got a problem.
They're kind of hungry for it.
I think they're starving for it, to be honest with you.
And go ahead.
And most parents genuinely care.
Oh, sure they do.
But we're just all so busy. We've got this work style that I call it, and I'm as guilty as anybody.
Right.
I work all the time. If I'm not doing one thing, I'm doing another.
Well, and the nature of teenagers especially is to push back. That's in their DNA, is to rebel a little bit. So they're going to tune the parent out, but they might listen to somebody else.
They don't want to talk to you, really.
Right.
But they do, I think.
But they do.
And you have to, as parents, as teachers, in my opinion, as facilitators, to kind of push them a little bit, find their buttons.
And be unmovable. Stand steady in your convictions. I think, too, for so many of us who have those kitchen conversations of what are we going to do about these problems, maybe this is what you do, is you sign up to be a volunteer.
We would love that. I'm on the board of Family Frameworks, and my wife is actually working with Family Frameworks, and she's Beth Looper is who we want you to reach out to, and I think Julie's going to talk about that. Call, there you go, there's the phone number. That's our website address, and on that website, you'll see a lot of information on how you can sign up to be a volunteer.
And let me tell you this, too. You can also turn out August 2nd, which is this Saturday?
This Saturday.
How can that possibly be? They're having a Throttle and Thrive as a car show down there in Dalton. You can find out more on their website as well. They're still taking entry fees,
so
$20?
Yes, we're right at this point. We just want people to show up with their cars.
Okay.
And if they're a teenager, it's free.
Oh. Then we'll see you there.
We don't care what their car looks like. Bring your mama's Buick. We don't care. We want the kids to come out.
Thank you.
Please come out Saturday.
An important message for Americans ages 50 to 85.
That's how it ended. I remember that.
You talked her into it.
I did. Now we all have life insurance. Well, I had no choice. She really didn't, because I told her that if she didn't get it, we were going to put you in charge of her funeral. And I know how you hate to spend money.
I bought life insurance, didn't I?
It costs pennies a day.
And that's just one reason I like Colonial Penn.
What's another?
Unlike my sisters, they don't ask about my health.
That's right. Colonial Penn doesn't ask a single medical question. And there's no physical exam. If you're over 50, you can't be turned down for guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance, no matter what your health. You can apply in minutes just by filling out a simple form. Options start at $9.95 a month, 35 cents a day. And the good news is, your rate will never change. A built-in rate lock guarantees it.
But finally, something we can all agree on.
I have to hand it to Colonial Penn.
Well, it works for all of us, those with health issues and those who watch their money.
Colonial Penn makes getting life insurance easy, even if you have pre-existing conditions or a fixed income. Call for more information and the simple form you need to apply today. There's no obligation, and you'll receive a free beneficiary planner. Record your important information and final wishes in this handy guide. It puts everything your family will need in one place.
Call 1-800-401-1116 for your free information and your free beneficiary planner. That's 1-800-401-1116. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-401-1116. 1-800-401-1116. So call now.
Every day at your child's school impacts your life and theirs. Count on Local 3 News so you'll know what's going on in our local schools. Holding our school leaders accountable, getting answers for you, making sure our kids get a good, safe education. Local 3 School Patrol, covering the classrooms in your community.
So here we are flipping the calendar to the month of August, probably the hottest month of the year. So what are you going to do to beat the heat and still have some fun while summer is still officially on the books? Our next guests have some ideas for you. This is Drew Sherrill, Jamie Smith. They are here representing Ringgold Methodist Church, and they have got a laundry list of fun, free things for people to come and do. Good to see you.
Good to see you, and thank you for having us.
So I kind of love the fact that you're almost going back old school in a way, Drew. I mean, y'all both have pointed out to me that what we'll talk about, many of these events, are things y'all been doing anyway. But once upon a time, the church was kind of the social hub of the community. And so you're wanting to remind people that you were here 7 days of the week, not just on Sundays, right?
Yes. Yeah, our focus in August is really to remind people that we have a lot going on in the community, and that we have free events. We're going to have free events all August for people to come and find a place to belong. That's our big thing right now, is we want people to find belonging and find a community that they can be a part of.
So to that end, y'all have a really wide variety of activities and events you're hosting in the month of August, including, I think there's a cooking class coming up. Is it this upcoming Saturday?
August 9th is this cooking class. So that's for adults that maybe need a little beginning skills for their cooking.
Mm-hmm.
We also have an event for older adults that we call 49ers that happens on the second Tuesday of the month, and some specific family ministries events. So we'll have a family painting class and a water night specifically for youth and kids in the community as well.
So back to your cooking class, those are going to require people to at least register so you know how many people to expect, right? Only so many slots you can hold.
Yes, that one is the only one that there is limited registration. We have 20 spots available, and I believe 4 of those are already taken, so sign up quickly if you want one of the remaining spots.
Is it a fun couples event? If you're like you're a newlywed couple and you're looking to learn some cooking skills?
It could be.
It could be. And do you call the church office to sign up, or do you do this online?
There, you can do it online. So all of these events can be found at youbelongringgold.com. So that's YOU belongringgold.com.
Okay.
And there are registration links for the adult cooking class. There's RSVP links for a few other events, but all of the other events don't require RSVP or any type of registration. You can just show up and participate.
So I had gotten an email from Sally Inslee, who's your associate pastor. She was not able to be here today.
Yes.
And I don't have that email printed out, but that's where she broke it down to me. We're doing this and this and this. Like, it seems like you were even doing something with dancing, weren't you? And you have an African choir coming to perform.
Yep. On August 14th, the Amani Malele Children's Choir will be hosting a performance at Ringgold United Methodist Church. And it is always, we've had them a few times before, and it's always so high energy and so much fun and requires a lot of audience participation. So it's not one of those shows you can come and just sit and watch. You're going to actually dance along with the kids.
And am I right about the dancing, or do I have that wrong?
Yes, that's with the children's choir.
That is it?
Yes.
Okay. And that will be held in the sanctuary, so there's plenty of room for everybody?
Yes.
So when you talk about the website being You Belong Here, or You Belong
Ringgold, yes.
Ringgold, you've watched Ringgold change a lot over the last several years. I mean, when COVID hit, people from all over the country began to flock to the Southeast, and so y'all took in a whole bunch of them. What used to be born and raised in Ringgold still is, but not so much anymore. So people are looking for ways to connect.
Yeah, there's still a lot of the people who grew up in Ringgold, or the generational families are all still around, but there are, like you're saying, a lot of new families moving to Ringgold, and we want to be able to provide a place for them to come with their kids and find a place for them and their families to find belonging and community.
Does it mean a lot to your congregation to be able to do these types of outreaches?
Yes.
It does. Our congregation is part of the United Methodist Church that has the philosophy of open hearts, open minds, open doors. And so this is kind of our way of presenting that on a local level, saying you belong here, you belong with us, we belong together. We're one big family.
If people, for whatever reason, have a busy August, they can't make some of your events, is this something that you plan to continue throughout the year, or is it just the month of August?
So our mindset of belonging and community is it will be continuing, and we will be moving forward with all of our event planning with that mindset of how can we provide the community with a place to come and find new friends and find a place to fit in and feel like they are welcome no matter who they are.
You know, that's a real thing, isn't it? Because back to the COVID times that sent so many people working from home, and your social network kind of fell off. So this is also a need for people to reach out and make friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like you're saying, have become really complacent with, not getting out. And I don't think that people have the desire to stay home. I think they really want to find other people to be around, and they want to find those friendships and build connections. And so, like you're saying, I think it's great that we can provide that and provide something that feels like has been missing.
Well, if you want to get one of the spots for the cooking class coming up on August 9th, there are still a few, but you better act quickly. And then if you do go to the website, youbelongringgold.com,
yes,
you can see more of what they have planned. It really is a wide variety of things, all about making their church doors open for you, not just on Sunday mornings, but of course you're welcome then too. Great to see you both.
Yes, great to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
After a car wreck, things can get really tough. Let us help make that easier. We're your support guiding you through this nightmare. If you're in a car wreck, we're here to help. It's more us. It's personal.
Accurate forecasts matter. Trust the Local 3 Storm Alert Team to make sure you're prepared. Wherever you live in the Tennessee Valley, the Storm Alert Team has the technology and experience to keep you weather ready for sunny days and stormy days.
Car crash? You gotta get Gary. If you've been injured in a car crash, here are 3 important things you need to know. 1, do not discuss your crash with the insurance company before you talk to a lawyer. 2, on average, accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one. And 3, at Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, if we don't win, you don't pay us. That's our no-fee guarantee. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers.
We've had Tempur-Pedic since way before it was cool.
Did we make it cool?
Nope, they made it cool. Up to 10 degrees cooler than any other mattress. And Mermaid Mattress was the first one to carry it in Chattanooga.
For over 25 years, we've helped Chattanoogans sleep better on Tempur-Pedic.
We've sold more Tempur-Pedic in this area than any other mattress dealer.
Right now, get up to $600 in free accessories when you purchase select Tempur-Pedic models.
Come see Tempur-Pedic at Chattanooga's original Tempur-Pedic dealer.
Mermaid Mattress.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Seth and Lauren Rogan on J-Hub.
I don't wear jeans at all. They're heavy, they're weird. I'm not a coal miner.
I have a lot of comfortable jeans.
It's our biggest conflict as a couple.
Plus, the lovely Dove Cameron.
Sponsored locally by TVFCU.
Every day you wake up and drive to the factory, construction site, or that office that you call your job, and then unexpectedly you are injured on the job. If you are suffering from any type of on-the-job injury, give us a call. It's more to us. It's personal.
You know, we are happy here on the show to have Warren and Griffin as kind of a regular monthly guest on the show. And you know as well as I that very often that means you're going to see Mark Warren, John Mark Griffin, sometimes Hank Warren. Today we've got Fred Clellan back on the show.
Hello,
This is Derek Nelson. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
And y'all are kind of a foot in either camp, right? You're sometimes in Cleveland and sometimes in Chattanooga?
Yes, so Fred and I are both in the Cleveland office, I would say about half the time. We've both got an office in Chattanooga as well, but we primarily handle the Cleveland work.
Well, then if you were doing the back and forth, you can speak well to something I wanted to talk to y'all about this morning, because you are personal injury attorneys, so very often people probably come to you after a car accident. And I was driving to work this morning, and I come into Red Bank, and there's a shift in the traffic pattern. I do this every day, and yet today that traffic pattern shift was new to me. I could have easily had a wreck. The 75 corridor there by the mall is crazy with construction. Are you getting a lot of people having problems with car accidents these days?
We are. Folks generally are going too fast in these construction areas. When there's construction, it also means congestion. And so, you know, fitting a lot more cars in a smaller space. And so folks need to look out for, you know, especially some of these big trucks around them, because there's only so much space and everybody's got to go somewhere.
Right.
So, yeah, my advice would be slow down.
You said, Fred, that there's actually a law in the books in Tennessee anyway that you're required to get over a lane if there's somebody in the emergency lane?
I think we all know when a police officer is over doing whatever they're doing on the right-hand side and in the emergency area, that we're supposed to move from the right-hand lane to the left-hand lane. But there's even a law that says if it's just anyone over there, we're supposed to move over in order to create a safety area. So.
And yet, I mean, is there room for kind of interpretation? Because if you're too focused on, oops, I have to get over,
Yes.
you don't want to cause an accident that way.
Right, I think there is some concern, at least there's always been concern on my part, is if you take that too literally, you've got a car to your left and now you're moving on top of that car.
Right.
So you do have to be careful as to where you're traveling. And we do see we are seeing way more accidents from the interstate. I see on one of your screens that you have one of the T-Dot cameras on right now. And we do have access to the T-Dot cameras. We have exclusive access to get the videos of accidents that occur where T-Dot can get a camera. And we do see the trucking accidents that are occurring in the areas, especially with the congestion that we have, which is just, I mean, the 75-24 split is just...
There's nowhere to go anymore where you don't run into it, it feels like.
Or out by the mall.
For me, I'm not sure if y'all have had this experience, but it's almost been a pleasure to come to work over the summer because the kids are out of school. And I was thinking this morning it's going to be very different in another week or two when those kids are going back, and you're going to have to remember your school zones again, right?
Yes, yes. And of course, you know, if you want a really big ticket, go fast through a school zone. Nobody wants a big ticket, you know. Kids are the priority. That's why some of these speed limits are 15, 20, 10 even in some places, because, you know, these little kids don't know. And so anybody with a kid at home kind of understands kids are unpredictable. We want to go as slow as we can to keep our kids safe.
Talk to me a little bit, Fred, about the personal injury umbrella, because the car accident side of it's kind of logical, but you see people coming into the office giving you a call for all types of reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of other issues that happen besides car wrecks. Our firm does really, in general, the four main things we do would be automobile accidents. Then you have people that get injured on people's property. They fall, there's many times that if you go to various retails that the areas are not clear, and it can be very difficult for people and causes accidents. We also do Social Security work. So if people have a disability, we do a lot of Social Security work. And then the last one is workers' compensation, where people get hurt on the job. That's a very, while it often seems like that ought to be very clear, it is not clear. The law is not clear on that. And you often do need a lawyer to help you with that.
On the personal injury side of it, where maybe you've had like a workplace well, I guess a workplace injury would be workman's comp, but you're shopping someplace and you fall, or you're a small business owner maybe here in town and you want to make sure you're protected. Is that where you want to make sure you have enough insurance?
Well, you always want to make sure you're insured, and most companies do have insurance, and they do have normally a significant amount, and they should keep that insured. I would say to the small businesses, one of the issues that we see a lot of is that you're constantly putting your new materials in. So boxes are everywhere, and I won't say which stores are the worst, but there are some stores that are they have those everywhere, and it is a danger because the personnel are not, they've been told, hey, it's 9 in the morning, we need to get the shampoo out, and they have boxes of that, and it's just laying around in spots that are hard for others to see when they come around the corner.
Right, so be mindful of that.
Yes.
A lot of college kids are going to be heading off now in the next few weeks, which means either they're going to be totally away with their cars or frequently coming home. I know y'all have that Warren and Griffin crash app, right? Don't you, that people can download in case they are in an accident? It kind of walks them through what to do. It's best to go to our website to look at that, but okay. Yes. So if you go to our website, you will see the information of what to do if you're in an accident. What I would tell people to do is, number one, if you're hurt, make sure you report that to the police officer. I'm going to take one step back on number one, what to do. In the city of Chattanooga, if you do not call the police and tell them you need an officer, they may not come and give you a report. And it is so important to have the police officer arrive to give you a report, because at that moment, the officer takes a statement from both people. If you do not get that report, and later on in life you go, well, I think this happened a certain way, and the other person says, no, it happened a different way, there is not that third party who is there at the scene to make that help with that determination. Okay. So that is very important. I have about 30 seconds left, but you were going to say that after that, if you have been injured, make sure you get medical care.
Get your medical care. Yeah, it's important to get medical care. Make sure you if you need to go to the hospital, go to the hospital. Go to see your personal physician. You need to take those steps.
And if they try it on their own first and what they think is a minor thing becomes a little bit more important or more problematic, contact you?
Yes.
Okay, here's how you find them. WarrenandGriffin.com, you already know that. Their phone number up in Cleveland, 641-4878, and then downtown on Carter Street, 265-4878. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
I work from home, so bundling Spectrum, internet, and TV has been super important for our family.
My favorite thing is just the connection that we have to have. I do online workouts, I also do remote programming, and so I need to stay connected to make sure that I'm providing a quality service.
To be able to save money and also have reliable service, it's a win. Our bills have been affordable, can't complain.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
It's Champion's anniversary sale. Get 35% off new siding and 25% off entry doors. So many styles, colors, and finishes to choose from. All energy efficient, durable, and built to give your home the makeover it deserves. Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free estimate online now.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
We've all heard the saying, apple to apple. But what does that really mean? When it comes to your bathroom remodel, it could mean saving a lot of money if you go local. When you call Montgomery Showers, you get the styles and designs you want, the professional installation you expect, a lifetime warranty, and by using a local expert, you can save thousands of dollars. Montgomery Showers, apple to apple, it's the best shower remodel at the very best price. Give us a call today and we could be out as soon as tomorrow.
Local 3's news and weather apps take us with you everywhere. More local stories, more updated forecasts. Local3news.com.
We're going to talk your money this morning and give you kind of a new phrase that you can use. Are you a maven? We're going to explain that in just a minute because Money Mavens is back on the show with us this morning. This is Julie Hamilton. In all fairness, I have to give her credit for the slogan I just told you. She's a maven now. She is RN.
Yes.
And you also are kind of the licensed insurance agent that helps your clients with Medicare.
That's correct.
A lot to be discussed there. This is Kathy Keegan. She has a big smile on her face because she is the brand ambassador for Money Mavens. So her fun job is to get out there and kind of let people know what makes Money Mavens so unique. And I guess start one is that you're really kind of all about women and our financial literacy and growth. Is that right?
Absolutely. We help everyone with their finances, but we have a special heart for women. We want women to be financially savvy. We want them to be comfortable having conversations. So we really strive to help them no matter what point of life or what transition of life they're going through different networking events and connection events, just connecting. Women are so powerful together. So that's what we do.
So I have to give this credit to Julie because we were talking a little bit about kind of who Money Mavens does reach out to, because it's not just retiring women or women of a certain age, but all women just starting out with their money. But you said very often you find women coming to you who are in a life transition.
A life transition sends a lot of women and people in general to our door. Sometimes when you're going through something like a divorce or the death of a spouse or you get an inheritance, then you need some guidance on what to do, and we love to empower people to have a plan that they can be excited about and give them the tools that they need to succeed.
I think a lot of us are probably early morning coffee or late night thoughts in our head, financial planners, right? You have these ideas, but then your life kicks in and the kids need you and the pets have to go to the vet and all the things, right? So you need the experts that you can trust to guide you through, but there's got to be that connection in the trust.
That's what we pride ourselves on, is that relationship. We love to meet our clients where they are and make sure we follow through with them and provide a source of support when they're going through those transitions.
So can I talk to Julie a minute about the Medicare side of things?
Yes.
Because that impacts so many people. And I was telling you about a friend I have who was sharing with me a horror story for her. She sold some land. Obviously she had a profit. That changed everything for her Medicare. Can you elaborate on why that's such an important thing to keep in mind?
Yeah, sure. We hear this all the time from people who come in our door. If you are on Medicare, what you pay for your Part B is based on your income from 2 years prior. So what you pay this year will be based on your 2023 income. So there's a threshold. Most people, 90% of people, pay the bottom amount. But if you have an income event or don't plan for your modified adjusted gross income to be at a certain level, then you will be kicked into what's called IRMA charges. It's called income related adjustment amount, and it can cause you to pay up to quadruple for your Part B.
So, okay, so if you don't care, I'm going to ask you a hypothetical.
Sure.
So let's pretend that somebody's watching, they're 78, and they're thinking of moving into a senior living community, which means they're going to sell their house.
Right.
Is that going to fall into IRMA?
It will. Yeah, if they make a profit and it affects their income for the year, then it definitely will.
Okay, so this is then, Kathy, where when you have these events and you go out and you educate people, yes, I'm sure you'll take questions, but then y'all also probably provide the information that we aren't thinking of. Is that right?
Absolutely, because everything connects. It's almost like a puzzle, because you don't think this is going to affect this or this. And that's where our financial advisors and Julie and the Medicare sector, it's just so vital because as you age, normally your income does go down. But you know what we want to do is help you to be able to have a healthy income even after you do retire.
Right.
And for us seniors who do decide to go ahead and work beyond, it makes a difference. And you need someone guiding you to show you how to make it tax
beneficial,
yes. advantageous,
yes.
and just to guide you. And
yeah, because our tax codes are so crazy, and not that anyone's advocating cheating, but you may as well use what's on the books to your advantage, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's how you get ahead.
Yes.
So, okay, back to you being an RN, in addition to being the licensed insurance agent for Medicare, I guess too that also allows you to better understand the pharmaceutical side of Medicare.
Right, yeah. When I sit down with somebody to plan for their Medicare, I have a different set of eyes because I've worked in the hospital in healthcare for more than 20 years. And so I can pretty quickly assess if they have special needs or would benefit from a plan that would be tailored for what their needs are medically.
You said to me off camera that before you became a Maven,
Yeah.
you were not really that financially savvy either in terms of investments. If you're talking to maybe a recent college graduate who's about to launch into her career, would it be appropriate to reach out to y'all too? Your eyes got big.
Absolutely. We partner with people or organizations, companies who have a heart like ours, that they want a relationship, that they're not condescending, that they don't make that person feel badly about where they are financially. So maybe your credit score needs to be raised to where you can afford that home, apartment, or car. We partner with a company that helps that person bring them along. We work in tandem with them. And so we just, that's one of the unique things about the Mavens that I know personally. I've sat on both sides of the table with Joanna Nash, our founder. And it is something that I take pride in. It's easy for me to talk about the Mavens because each of our team members has sat on the other side of the table and have been longtime clients of Joanna's. So we know it from both sides, but we know her heart for women who are going through divorce that don't have an attorney.
Right.
We can help you with that.
Well, let me show you where you can reach out. Of course, you can reach out to them today, but it just so happens that on August 7th, they are having an event at the Salt Cavern. So if you want to go on their website or give them a call, they can let you know how to sign up. You can ask all the questions you want and become a Maven.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Julie.
much, Julie.
I'm Gary Massey. As someone who grew up on a farm not far from here, I'm proud of my humble roots. It's where I learned to work through the tough times and appreciate what I had. Now at Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, we're helping people through tough times of their own, and we approach every case with the honest values you deserve. If you've been injured, you gotta get a law firm that understands what you're going through. You gotta get Gary. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, 423-444-8888.
Are you ready for a great offer on an amazing mattress? Actually, make that your choice of 3 top-of-the-line mattress brands from Rooms to Go. Now easy to buy thanks to 72-month interest-free financing. Choose from the latest Beauty Rest Black, Stearns & Foster, or Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Premium choices, the ultimate in comfort and support. Yours with special interest-free financing for 6 years. That will put your mind at rest only at Rooms to Go.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Our flexible payment options make it easy to get started today. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Call 1-800-825-8281. or go to sonobello.com.
We have traveled up Signal Mountain this morning to pay a visit at Alexian Village, talking with Jordan Winkler, who's in a different chair this morning. Last time we saw you, you were behind the piano.
That's right.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Thank you.
Jordan is the activities director here at Alexian, which means you have a long list of things, I bet, that you're having to keep up with. This is a busy place.
It is. We have a lot of in-house activities and a lot of stuff that we do out in the community as well. I mean, just to give you an example, in the last couple of days, on Saturday night, we took 28 people to go see the Mountain Opry, and then 2 nights before that, we took another 28 people to go see the Wizard of Oz at the Playhouse. And so we do things like that out in the community, not just on Signal, but all over. Lots of symphony subscribers, for example. But also, it's important that we bring in a lot of things as well. For example, in August, it's the 100-year anniversary of the Scopes Monkey trials. So we're going to bring a historian in to talk to us about that.
Oh, nice.
Just kind of give a, perspective 100 years later.
Right.
So in addition to more educational type things like that, we also have like fun things like a doo-wop group doing a 40s, 50s, 60s review this month. And we've got a Broadway program that I'm playing with a local singer who's very good. Her name is Paige Denton, and we're doing that next week. So we tried to...
And you're bringing that here.
That's right.
So, we walked in today, and there was this music playing, and we knew we were going to be talking with Jordan, and I told you last time we were here, he was playing the piano, because he's a classically trained pianist. That was not the music we heard. It was a ukulele group.
Yes.
That's another activity that you have here, right? Kind of self-created by the residents.
It is. We have one guy that leads it, and they just, he's the Pied Piper, and it'll be a room full of ukulele players, and any level is welcome in something like that because they can adapt to wherever you're at and just have some fun with it.
Well, okay, I'm going to put you on pause for a second because as we're kind of going through the itinerary, one of the unique things about Alexian, forgive the tickle in my throat, is that y'all are a continuum of care. So people come to you independent and then they can stay here as their life goes along, right? So you have something for everybody. You see all different types of people who live here. Many are newly retired, many are in their 80s.
Yes, and along those same lines, something to keep people vibrant, not just because, of course, we're interested in not just increasing the length of someone's life, but also the quality, not just the lifespan, but the health span. And in addition to those activities I was just talking about, you flip the calendar around and we've got exercise activities
right.
all day long too, that again are at all different levels. And even within each of those activities, Kay, our fitness director, she can modify and help anybody adapt to wherever they're at and bring them in. And of course, movement in any way for this, at this stage in your life is a good thing.
It's the whole body. So if you notice, if you caught Jordan's voice going up a little bit, I have to give you credit because he and I are sitting here talking in the foyer area and all of a sudden all these voices came in. Some people were walking through. There's laughter that you hear. I don't know what the microphones are really picking up, but there's a lot of background noise right now and laughter. This is a very engaging place, as you said, physically, as well as spiritually, and then intellectually. You make sure these activities are stimulating for people.
Yes, that's right. We've got things like we go to the Jewish Community Center for the Foreign Policy Supper once a month. But at the same time, we do something like that, but we also do bingo twice a month, So we get guest speakers talking about like Will Wilson from the national parks talking about the Chickamauga battlefield. But then we also have groups that come in, for, we'll do like a antique roadshow or something like that too. So it's really, in any of these activities, you can be involved in, or you can just go and hang out.
I think that's important to say too before I let you run and get on with your day, because you do have all different people for all different reasons coming here. And sometimes you're going to have that day where you're a bit more introspective. You're not forced to do anything.
Of course not. Yeah. Everything is right. They can elect to participate in whatever they would like to and elect not to.
So if you would like to come and find out what you would like to elect to do, the simplest thing is give them a call. You can always find more on their website, Ascension Living, but there's the phone number to Alexian Village. It is not a place to come and be still, although they have a great library if you want to pick up a book to read. And maybe you'll be lucky enough to come on a day when Jordan's playing the piano. Thank you.
At American Home Design, we hear plenty of reasons to replace an old tub.
It was very hard to keep clean, and it leaked.
And as you get older, it's harder to get in and out of tubs. But we can transform your bathroom into something beautiful in just 1 or 2 days.
The before and after, it's unbelievable the difference.
I like the aesthetics of one, that it was so customizable.
It looks really expensive, but it's really affordable.
It looks very modern, it's very clean, it's very sleek.
If safety's a concern, choose from our wide selection of walk-in tubs and walk-in showers.
I feel completely safe.
It's easy to clean, it's easy to get in and out of. It has a seat warmer.
And our installations are backed by our exclusive lifetime workmanship warranty.
American Home Design has done great work for me and my family, and they stand behind it.
During our Freedom Sale, we're offering a free estimate, free installation, and a free safety upgrade.
Don't miss out. Call or click right now.
American Home Design.
This year for back to school, Shoe Station and Shoe Carnival are stamping all your favorite brands with our lowest price guarantee. Find a lower price and we'll match it. New Balance has been stamped. Crocs, stamped. Adidas, stamped. Everything has been stamped. Hundreds of the latest styles stamped with the lowest price guarantee. This is coming off, right? That's how Shoe Station and Shoe Carnival go back to school.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Do make plans to stay cool. It's going to be another hot one out there. Tomorrow is Friday. That always means for us a visit with Melissa Lael from the Chattanooga Market. So she's going to be here in the morning. Christy Howard's going to be here too. James Howard's wife. They've made a documentary on a recent hike they did up Mount Kilimanjaro. She's going to be happy to share that story with us. It's a very inspiring one, actually. We're also happy to have Nancy Kogar on the show with us tomorrow. And so is Scotty Bowman here with a fundraiser coming up for the launch pad. See you in the morning.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember
Hey, girl. Yes, I can. Mic check 1 2 3. Hello, hello. Mic check 1 2 3. Latrice is on her way.
Mic check 5 4 3 2 1. Mic check 5 4 3 2 1. Of course I can. Another mic check, 54321. So glad to be with you all on this Thursday.